Hi everybody, it is Crafty Meggy's 5-year YouTube anniversary. This is the layout that I'm going to be scrap lifting from Meggy, and I am going to get started. I'm having a little trouble here though with my circle cutter. You're going to see that in a second here. I don't know what happened, so I had to redo everything. But I'm going to try my best to scrap lift this. It is a digital layout that she had did years ago, and I kind of like how the circles are kind of there, and then the photos are kind of doubled up, it looks like, and what I'm going to do is going to try my best to duplicate it. So I finally got this circle cutter down here, right? And that mat that I'm cutting on is a self-healing mat, so it's perfect. It worked out great for it. So as you can see, I'm struggling here with the circle cutter. I didn't mean to use this particular circle cutter. I was supposed to use the other one, but I totally just like, oh man, you didn't remember until after the fact because I have a couple of these things. But there you go. So I kind of partially got it cut there, and I'm doing my little circle, my scissors cutting the excess off there that I need to have to make the rest of the circle. And then I'm going to also be cutting part of this other paper here, which is an old Studio Calico paper, and I'm going to be cutting that. And I kind of put it in the center where I want the circle cutter to go, and then I'm backing it up, and so I finally get it going, and then I have of course, the next circle size that I want to put on top of the bigger circle. So I'm measuring there, as you can see, and then I'm also making it smaller. And yes, this circle cutter actually works pretty good. I just needed to just take my time with it, that's all. And I really like the way it works. So there. So I finally got the circles cut, and I'm just cutting off the excess. This was a treat. This I wouldn't say treat, but this was it. Well, kind of. It was a treat for me to kind of struggle with this a little bit. I guess you could say that. So, but I'm glad I was able to get that done. And so I'm going to be matting the blue there, as you can see, the blue cardstock on top of white cardstock, and then I'm going to be using a lot of these papers. This is an old paper, like I said, from Studio Calico, so I'm going to use part of that, and then I'm also going to use part of that old basic gray paper. Yes, that is old. I think that is very old. So that's how it's going to go. And let's see. So I'm getting the circles, trying to get them kind of sort of like what is done. It's hard to kind of almost mimic a digital scrap layout, but you have to kind of, take it apart and dissect it in order for you to follow along and scrap lift it. So, and now these photos that I'm going to be scrapping, there's the same photo, but I like how it's doubled up like that. And that is of Clear Lake here in Upper California, here close by, let's see, let's say going more north than anything else. And that is awesome. Was the most beautiful view out there that day. It was a clear day, no rain, no nothing. It was just cold. So I was really glad that I was able to capture that day. So I'm going to be using that. And Clear Lake, oh my gosh, it brings back so many memories because I used to take the kids camping up there. We had a ball up there a few times, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I'm glad I did that with the children and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get my blue down here because it does offset the papers and the photo. And so I'm going to be putting that whole thing down there, and I'm going to be putting these scraps here that I have as well down there. And I ran out of tape there. Sorry, you weren't supposed to see that, but I didn't edit that. I had to put some more tape in there. So I'm getting the circles here down really good. And let's see, getting the tape down here and getting those photos glued there. And I am pretty much got that part down. So now I have a bunch of sequences here and some wooden hearts. And the sequence mix is from Spiegel Mom Scraps. That was in my stash, of course, and I'm going to be using those. Those are so pretty. They went perfect for this layout because of the colors that was in it. It worked out great. So I'm going to be putting those down as well. And as soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going to stick down the other little, you can't really see them that well, but they look really pretty. And I was gluing down some of the clear hearts that were also in that mix. All the stuff that you see me glue down here a little bit at a time was all in a mix. And I'm not going to it took me forever to put these down because I put pretty much all what you see hanging out there on the layout. So, and I did it pretty fast, but it's, well, I wouldn't say fast. It kind of seemed like it took me forever. So, um, I just got a few of those down, and you can see it looks like I'm going fast, but I'm really not. So I got most of those down that you see, and I'm going to also put some white enamel dots on there to bring it out a little bit there. Needed some white on there. And that's pretty much, I think, what, as far as that's concerned, I'm going to put on there. And there's a couple other things I want to put on there, and I'm going to be using these white letters here, and these are from Felicity Jane. They've been in my stash forever, so I'm putting I'm going to use those and make Clear Lake. Now, in the original layout, she uses huge letters, but I couldn't really find anything in my stash, and I really, um, didn't have too much time to really make some, because I could have made some, but I didn't have that much time. So right now I am just using the small ones, and they're white, of course, and I'm getting the, it's actually making it look pretty good and pretty decent there. So, and they're a little wonky. I'm using an exclamation point there, as you can see. And that kind of puts a little bit more emphasis on the Clear Lake, because it's pretty much what I felt when I got there, because it was so pretty, and it didn't have a whole bunch of tourists there or anything at this time yet, because it's pretty cold up there. But it was really, really nice to see that. I used that Maggie Holmes butterfly that I've had in my stash forever. And I also did some journaling strips, but I did these journaling strips a little bit different. I wanted to create something more just dramatic there a little bit. So I decided to go ahead and put them on an angle, kind of spread them out there a little bit there. I really like how that looked. It came out really, really nice. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and be sure to hop on over to everybody else's YouTube channel, and we have some stuff coming up there on Instagram as well. And I want to congratulate my friend there, Meggy. She has been doing really well. She's reached her 5 years, and we're really proud of her. And this was very fun to do, and it was an extremely good idea. So I'm happy that we decided to do this. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching so much. And once again, congratulations, Meggy. And you guys have a great and wonderful scrappy week. Take care. Bye-bye.